Yeah, a lot to talk about with that forecast as well because, again, Saturday looking really nice, really clear, but festival into Monday, and we do have that rain system also pushing through. Look at all the wave energy still in the water, but really diminished dramatically this afternoon over conditions this morning. So there you can see it, and with that high tide pushing all of that water well up onto the beach as well. Be on KSBY. Mark Ray's beautiful shot of his dog Lily here, and mushrooms starting to sprout out there because of all of the wet weather. Be on KSBY, the hashtag on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And Patty's view of the sunset today. That looks great. I'm ready for the weekend, and let's get you ready for the weekend with the forecast here. Let's take a look at current conditions. A little bit southbound traffic right now. Temperatures in the mid to upper 50s, low 60s currently in Lompoc. And the winds right now, they're under 10 everywhere except San Luis, where they're northwest at 13. Total lunar eclipse is on the way Sunday. So we get the partial eclipse at 7:33. Keep in mind these times here because we're going to talk about rain arrival as well coming up. Total eclipse begins at 8:41 on Sunday night. Maximum eclipse at 9:12. The total eclipse ends at 9:43 on Sunday, and the partial eclipse ends locally at 10:50. So with a rain system on the way, it's not just if it rains, but again, what is the cloud cover like? We'll talk about that. Why do we call it the super blood wolf moon? Or you could call it the super copper wolf moon. Here's why. Supermoon, because it's so close to Earth now that it is literally 14% larger and 30% brighter than average. Blood because of the eclipse, or copper because of the color, and wolf, because this time of year, wolves tend to kind of do their howling. So you get the super blood wolf moon. What about the chances to see this really well? Again, Saturday is fantastic, but it's not happening Saturday. It's happening on Sunday. Well, here you can see this line of showers. The thing is, Saturday we get offshore flow dry air, and this front, once it hits here, it's going to run into that dry air. I don't think, though, it's enough dry air to completely wipe out the system or the clouds. So again, on Saturday, looking really good. With offshore flow, we're even going to see temperatures into the mid-70s at the coast. But by Sunday, clouds back early. You can see this is 5 o'clock. Again, we're not close to the eclipse quite yet. And then by the time we get into 8 o'clock, again, not quite here, but the rain's starting to move into Santa Barbara County. Between 8 and 9 o'clock, when all of this happens, you can see some lingering cloud cover across the area and some showers in Santa Barbara County. The viewing is not a perfect window. We should start to see some clearing, but in terms of the index on the viewing here, it is poor to fair, I would say. We're going to get some gaps, so especially along the north coast, it looks a little bit better. In terms of the amount of rain from the Sunday splash and dash, it is either 0 up to maybe 1/10 of an inch or a little bit more than that in a few spots. The high surf warning has been canceled. The advisory continues 12 to 16 feet. It'll lower to 6 to 9 feet on Saturday. This advisory goes to 11 o'clock on Saturday. But again, the tides are big because the moon is close. It's really tugging on the water, and that's why you get the king tide 7 to 7.5 feet. Even right now, the buoy reports are 11 to 13 at the coast. Okay, let's take a look at this forecast. Overnight lows tonight, dropping into the 30s, inland 40s at the coast. But look at these numbers. 77 in San Luis tomorrow, 74 Santa Maria, 72 in Santa Barbara. So we have all these marches and outdoor events. Couldn't order it up any better. Santa Ynez Valley temperatures in the upper 70s. Could somebody hit 80 degrees tomorrow in the middle of January? Hey, it's life in California. 73 Napomo, 67 Shandon, 66 San Miguel, 72 Morro Bay. Extended forecast here. Temperatures take a dip next week, back into the lower 60s Monday in Santa Maria. Paso Robles drops into the 50s on Monday, but again, with that splash and dash system Sunday and a few more clouds, temperatures drop back into the 60s for many.